Statistics tell the grim story. Every year in the city, about 30 children drown or nearly drowned. Well, you might say there's a big difference between drowning and nearly drowning. That is, after all, the difference between life and death. But it's utterly tragic in this instance that most often the victims of this are never the same.
The total number of drownings decreasing, but the total number of those being brain damaged are increasing.
Clovis pediatrician Dr. Mark Simonian has seen the suffering of near-drowning victims, prolonged, ironically, by advanced medical technology.
So many of them were able to save as far as continuing life, but in a damaged condition that is a handicap to the family and the community who has to raise the money to pay for their long-term care. It costs at least $70,000 to $80,000 a year to maintain a child in a chronic care facility. A lot of bucks for everyone to pay.
My interpretation was that the intent of the ordinance should be that there should be a fence around the pool.
When City Inspection Division Manager Neil Raines took over in 1987, apartments were technically required to have a fence, except that where access to the pool by small children is blocked by barriers. That loophole in the Fresno Municipal Code meant that actual apartment buildings surrounding a pool could be termed a barrier, and no separate fence inside was required. A proposed change in the Fresno Municipal Code requires the pool area separately fenced or enclosed for new construction.
In my own personal opinion, I don't think it would be unreasonable to have all swimming pools fenced.
Now, Mr. Raines is talking about retrofitting, requiring existing apartments, houses, and even motels to put up fences. But retrofitting is a political controversy just waiting to happen, because what that is, in essence, is telling a builder or a property owner that they have to go back in and live up to building codes that were not in effect when they received their final inspection. But the more basic question is even more controversial, and it will be a political one ultimately. How much is a human life worth, and how much do you spend to try and prevent a tragedy? Reporting live from North Fresno, Kevin Cox, Channel 30 Action News.
Still, Kevin, what's going to happen in this situation? Is the apartment complex going to get a fence around it?
Well, that's a very good question, Rudy.